Hey, I'm back. Hey everyone, it's Finn here. That is FYW, and I hope you're all having a really good time. I'm so sorry for being away for so long. I doubt anyone actually noticed I was away. But I do want to say sorry because as you can see, I am in a new room because I have moved literally across country. It's quite big and this is a football channel, Fincross Football, if you didn't know. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I will start putting football stuff up there, you guys, up there. And that's to make it more football themed. And yeah, as I said, new house and new content is on its way soon. Hopefully I will upload FIFA 20 content very, very soon. So if you do like FIFA content, I will be managing Manchester United as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the Lion. I do want to say that if you are a Premier League fan, please do subscribe. I would love to hit 1K subscribers one day, 1,000 subscribers, and I would really love to see you guys as part of that journey. I mean, you guys are awesome. Round of applause, huge round of applause. Yes, yes. Even you at the back. Yes, yeah, no, you. So without further ado, let's get into match week 25 predictions, and of course my fantasy team will be named at the end. First game, Leicester versus Chelsea. This is quite a big game because it could really go either way because both teams lose unnecessary points and both teams really can just show a shocking result at times. But you know, Chelsea, I don't have too much confidence in you because you have lost to Newcastle, drew to Arsenal. Leicester, I mean, you guys just lost to Burnley. I'm a United fan. I cannot say too much about that. I think it's going to be quite a big game, and you know what, Vardy might be out, Abraham might be out, both English strikers for both teams might be out. I really want to say it's a draw, or I really want to say Leicester win, but I think Chelsea are going to get a 2-1 win. I know, quite a big result, quite a shocking result, but that's how I think it's going to play out, because just at the end of the day, I think Chelsea have the ability to push strong against a big team like Leicester in the Premier League. And my question of the video to you guys, as I always do, is who do you think England's main striker should be in the Euros this year? I mean, Abraham's out, Vardy's out, Rashford's out, Kane's out. So do you think it's going to be Calvert-Lewin from Everton? Do you think it could be Ings from Southampton? I mean, who knows? You guys, yeah, tell me in the comment section down below because I'd be very interested to check that out. Bournemouth versus Villa next now. Yeah, I think Eddie Howe, your little magic's worked off Bournemouth. I don't think you have that magic you do anymore because you guys should actually be a mid-table team at least, but you have dropped quite a bit. You are in the relegation zone, or you have at least spent some time in the relegation zone this season. Aston Villa, same to you. I expected more mid-table quality, but you know what, you've been quite low down. But Pepe Reina and a new striker at Aston Villa, I think, you know, who knows what could happen. I really, genuinely, I don't know. I think Aston Villa is going to get a 2-0 win. I think it's going to be because that strong keeper between the posts. I think Pepe Reina, look, I think he's a really good goalkeeper and he could really help them escape that relegation zone. And new striker at Aston Villa, that brings a lot of confidence. He could possibly score. Once again, don't have too much faith in Bournemouth's ability. So a 2-0 away win to Aston Villa. Crystal Palace versus Sheffield United. Last time these two teams faced, it was a win to Sheffield United, and I think it's going to be no different this time. Away from home though this time. Sheffield United, I think, will get a 1-0 win versus Crystal Palace. Yes, Crystal Palace drew to the almighty Manchester City, and I think that they really could compete. It could go either way. I'm really on the fence with this result, but you know what, I have ended up forcing myself to go for Sheffield United, a 1-0 victory on this one. Although Crystal Palace have been improving more and more, and players like Ayew have become more in form, I'm still going to go for Sheffield United. Liverpool versus Southampton. Now, it hurts so much, it aches to see Liverpool do so well. I just hope they lose a game sometime this season. Just lose, just make it, it just hurts, you know. But you know what, Liverpool fans are just never going to shut up at the end of the season, are they? Especially if they become invincible. And you know what, they're definitely going to crush Arsenal's record, and they're definitely going to get over 100 points this season. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to Liverpool. But you know what, a saving grace at least is Mane is injured. I know it sounds bad. It's like, yay, someone's injured. But I do want to say it gives Southampton more of a chance. And you know what, Mane, ex-Southampton player, just like pretty much the whole Liverpool squad. And Ings, ex-Liverpool player at Southampton, I think Ings will score. That's why I think it's going to be a 3-1 win to Liverpool. And who knows what will happen. Newcastle versus Norwich next. Now look, this could really go either way, but I back Steve Bruce's men. And you know what they have to do, though, the only thing that does concern me a bit is I don't know when this is going to happen. This is only going to happen afterwards. But they're going to be quite tired because they do have to replay the FA Cup game because it was a draw. And I think they will get quite tired. But but you know what? That will impact the next game instead of this one. I'm going to go for Steve Bruce's men with a 2-1 win versus Norwich. Yes, I really do like Norwich. I think Timu Puki really could score because he's been scoring a lot lately. Yes, they've been penalties, but I still back him. But at the end of the day, look, Newcastle have been really, really surprising so far this season, and I have to give it to them. Watford versus Everton. Marcus Silva's ex-teams going against each other. It's like a fight of two ex-girlfriends. But I do have to say, Ancelotti hasn't been that impressive at Everton. Oh, well, he's been pretty impressive. The team, on the other hand, I mean, to be 2-0 ahead in the 94th minute versus Newcastle and then draw somehow. How do you do that? That is pretty damn impressive. But I do have to say, I think Everton are going to get a win versus Watford. Because, I mean, look, Watford only won like 1 or 2 games in their first half of the season. Then, like, there was a period where within 5 games, they won 4 games. They really have picked up. I think they could compete, but both teams have sloppy defense, but good attack at the moment. So I am going to go for a 3-2 win to Everton. Going to be very, very close. Lots of goals, but I'm going to go for Everton's men. Everton's men? Everton's men. West Ham versus Brighton next. Now look, David Moyes, I don't know what I think about your team anymore, to be honest. I mean, you started off well, then you got a big loss, and then it's it's been swaying. You have not been consistent. Whether you can do something with this team, I don't know. Only time itself will tell. Brighton, your attack is really, really good, but you know what? You've started to drop a tiny bit in quality over time, but I really can't. I know, don't boo me, because this is a cop-out, because I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw, because I can't decide a winner. Hey, I said don't boo me. Manchester United versus Wolves is next. Now, Wolves got like, well, not Wolves. Manchester United got like their biggest win like ever, like 6-0, and that is huge for them. I mean, Lingard scored. I mean, that's huge for them. I mean, you know what? He scored more goals than Ronaldinho this year. I think he's pretty legendary, Lingard. But I do have to say, look, no Rashford, no Scott McTominay, no Pogba, and I think United are really going to struggle. I think it's going to be a 2-2. I really do, because Wolves look so strong. I mean, look, Wolves could genuinely beat Manchester United, and I think they probably will, but I just can't. It's just not in my heart to write down that Manchester United is going to lose this game. So I've gone for a 2-2, and where United are going to get those goals, I don't know, because let's be honest, Solskjaer's just not going to start Mason Greenwood, and it's going to break my heart. Second last game, Burnley versus Arsenal. Now, Burnley have beat Leicester City and Manchester United in the last 2 games. They have been on fire. Nick Pope has been on fire for Burnley, definitely. And I think he could genuinely replace Jordan Pickford for some games in the Euros. I mean, Jordan Pickford's a big favourite, but you know what? Anything can happen. I mean, Joe Hart went from hero to zero pretty quickly in that England goalkeeping position. So you guys also put that in the comment section down below, who you think England's main goalkeeper is going to be. So I think Burnley could do it again versus Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal still doesn't have Aubameyang. They're really not doing well. I think that Burnley are going to get a 2-1 win versus Arsenal. I mean, Martinelli's been on pretty good form so far for Arsenal, so I think it's going to be a 2-1, and you know, that's going to happen. Last game is City versus Spurs, or Spurs versus City, should I say, because Spurs are at home, and you know what? Hugo Lloris is back in goal. That doesn't sound French at all. And I think that could be a huge factor to why, look, they could either do really well or really bad with him. But at the end of the day, they still don't have Harry Kane, which is a huge factor. I'm going to go for a 2-3 win to Manchester City away. I think City are just going to get it, because it's always a competitive match. Even without Harry Kane, I think it's going to be a very, very close match, and I think it's going to be very, very exciting, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens in this game. But yeah, as I said, 3-2 to Manchester City. Quickly into my fantasy team, there it is, and I am going to start off by saying the changes that I did make was McCarthy from Southampton I've taken out of goal, and I've put Pope in there, because as I said, Pope has been on absolute fire lately. In the midfield, I've changed Mane for Salah, because as I said, Mane might be injured, and he's been in my team since day 1, but if he's injured, there's no point of playing him, so I put Salah in there. Another midfield position I did change was Sterling. Yes, no, nothing's wrong with Sterling, but I am going to say, you know what, he is kind of, not doing as well as Kevin De Bruyne, who I put in there. I think Kevin De Bruyne is getting so many assists, he's been so impressive, and he's so much cheaper than Sterling for some reason. The last change I did make in my team is because Abraham did look injured, I did put Jimenez in there, because let's be honest, he's going to score 2 goals versus Manchester United, isn't he? Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Once again, one day I'd love to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if you can help me reach that goal, I would be endlessly like appreciative of you. Is that a word? That's not a word. Anyway, guys, I love every single one of you. Please do subscribe if you do enjoy my content. This has been Finn, FYNN. Cheers. Stay awesome. Love you. Bye.